Hello everyone! Today I wanted to film just a little draw and chat with me. I have actually already started this illustration, but I thought that it was a really interesting concept, so I decided to share it with you. So what I want to do today is draw a head that's been kind of sliced apart, and then it's gonna be somewhat like this, and I just thought I'd share with you how I'm gonna do that. So at first, obviously, I started drawing something on a sheet of paper. Then I marked the lines where I wanted to cut it, and then I cut it apart. And now we have a basic, and this is probably the easiest way of slicing a head up. Yeah, I'm gonna call it like that. Yeah. Because this can actually be kind of hard. I tried to draw it at first directly into my sketchbook, with just drawing these things and not cutting them up. And it's actually kind of hard to get the anatomy right then. So yeah, this is what I did. And now we're gonna lay it exactly the way I want it to be, which is, I wanted the mouth to be a little open, as if she was astonished, and then the eyebrows also a little more, a little higher. And then her head's gonna be this high because I'm gonna draw hands that take a little monster out of her head. Whoa! Well, if that's not weird, I don't know what is. Yeah. Okay, and now we're just gonna turn these pieces of paper around. Here I tested if it would work before I started to record the video, because that would have been kind of embarrassing if it didn't work then. So we're just gonna turn these around. Take my pen, and I'm gonna trace over the lines. You need to press a little for this, but not too hard. It's like not that hard. And as you can see, the line will be now you can see the line. So this is basically what I'm gonna do for all the other pieces as well. And right at the edge, where you don't want your pen to accidentally draw to your real piece of paper, you can just take the pen without being closed and just rub it over this, because it works as well. But if you have the pen open, you obviously know what you've already traced and what you haven't. Okay, I think I'm done with this piece. Yes, I am. Almost. Okay. Okay. And this is how it turned out. Now we're gonna do this for all the other pieces. You could probably tape this down, then it'll be a lot easier. But I don't have tape lying around right now, so I'm just gonna bother with holding it. Okay, I think I've covered everything. Ta-da! It's a little push to this side, but okay. We're just gonna have to roll with it. Actually, it might be fun if they are not lined up perfectly. Yeah, if you actually want them to line up, you might need to draw lines on these things. And then you can just line them up. But whatever, we're gonna roll with this, because I'm not gonna do it again. Also, you probably can't do it again, because all the pencil that was on here, because all the excess pencil that was on here, I now pressed to this side. So if I'm gonna do it again, it's probably not gonna work, or it's not gonna work as well. So you really only have one chance with this. It still works, but not as good. So if you really push it, I think you've got a second chance. Okay, so now that that's done, we can take our pencil and draw in the rest of my illustration. Another thing that's kind of annoying is obviously you drew this and then you looked at it for a very long time, so it looks kind of good to you, and then when you copy it onto this, obviously you turn it around and then you have the mirrored image of this one on here, and you can see how wonky all your lines are and how your eyes are not at all in one line. But that's not that bad. You can just you can basically just draw them again. You just have a grid now. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to draw in the rest of the things I want to draw in now. Cool. Okay, so now that I've basically traced all the lines I had before, I'm gonna have to draw the hands holding the monster. And for this I was actually looking for references for a pretty long time, but I couldn't find the exact right pose of hands. So I just went and took my own reference, which is basically what I'm doing all the time because I can never find exactly the right reference. So yeah, I advise you to do that. Because I mean, first of all, you're gonna have exactly what you want, and secondly, I think that it's a lot quicker because you're not gonna spend like 10 minutes searching for a reference that you won't even like that much. And you're also not copying anybody else's work. If you're having problems drawing hands, I can actually tell you a few tips that I always use. And I always try to find shapes in the things I'm drawing. Like for example, in these hands you could draw a line for the knuckles, and then you could basically try to emulate this shape. And even though we won't see this later because there's going to be the monster, so you'll only see the fingers, still it might help to draw this as well. And also you're going to learn something, so why not? And then I'll start with these parts of the fingers, because these ones you can't really see, so that's going to be hard to draw. So I basically just I draw a line, then I put a point on it for this joint, and then I draw another point for this joint. And then I'll start drawing the finger, and then I'll fill in this part. So yeah, here's your quick little tip. And now I'm going to start drawing the hands. Whoa! Okay, I just quickly did the line art off camera, because that would have just been the same thing over again. So yeah, and now I'm going to color it or her with watercolors. I actually don't use my watercolors that often. I should use them more, because it's a lot of fun drawing with them. But yeah, so enjoy the process. Okay, so this is the finished result. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun drawing it. It was also a little bit annoying because the camera was like right in my face. But I guess that's just gonna be a problem I have to deal with. Yeah, but it was a lot of fun. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you some close-ups, and then all I can say is see you in the next video. Bye!